Hello everyone, it's Lindsay and I am back with another faith planner process video for you guys. And I just wanted to mention right off the bat that the new planners for this year are now available for pre-order over at Dayspring. So I will be sure to link that down below for you guys so you can go check that out. But for today's video, I'm going to be working with the newest Beloved Society devotional from Illustrated Faith. This is a printable. And I went ahead and pulled out the pages of my planner. I've shown in past videos how I do that just by using some scissors to snip into the little holes, and then I can pull it out. So that way it's a little bit easier to work on. And I'm going to start off with this new stamp set from By the Well for God, which I will link down below. And it has all these fun textures and things. And I'm going to use this as kind of my background behind all of these pieces. So I've gone ahead and printed out all these pieces on some 65-pound white cardstock and fussy cut everything out. I did resize a few pieces and kind of reordered things on the printable. I have videos on my channel showing how I do that. I'll be sure to link those down below as well if you're curious how I kind of customize those printables from Illustrated Faith. But I kind of laid everything where I want it so I know where to do my stamping. And I am taking a Neocolor 2 crayon and I'm dipping it into some water. It's just slightly off screen there. And that way the pigment is activated on the end of the crayon, and then I can apply it to the stamp and then stamp with that pigment from the Neocolor 2 crayon. I believe this one is aubergine or aubergine. I don't know, something like that. I will put it down below for you guys. By the Well for God has a sale all the time on her Neocolor 2s. I believe it's buy 10, get 1 free, which is a great deal. That's kind of how I was collecting them, and then she was sending them to me, so I have quite the little stash now. These are awesome to just add quick backgrounds and get this fun watercolor effect in the background with this stamp. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use these. So I'm just kind of stamping them or stamping this stamp in a few different places, and just to add some texture behind the pieces that I'm going to be putting over the top. Now you could do something similar with gelatos. However, I've found that Neocolor 2s don't have as waxy of a finish as gelatos, and since I'm going to be using this spread for my daily scripture writing, I don't have to worry about trying to write over like a waxy weird film that happens with gelatos. I am going to go ahead and cover up the print at the top of these pages. This is some pattern paper from Felicity Jane. This is from the Brie kit, I believe, which is still available, so I've linked that down below. And I go ahead and cut down all my 12 by 12 papers ahead of time into smaller, more manageable pieces, and then it makes it easier to just pull out and use for projects like this. So I'm just using that to cover up those fun ice cream pattern at the top there. I do go ahead and re-punch the hole that I covered. This is the We Are Memory Keepers hole punch, and it has this little black plastic piece that allows you to change the depth, I guess, of where the hole is going, and so that way you can kind of punch consistently. I'm going to add some gold foiled washi tape just at the bottom, and it'll be underneath the pieces that I'm sticking down here. So as soon as I get the new planner in my hands, I'm going to do a flip through of this one so you guys can see all of my past entries. I think all but 2 have been filmed over the last year. So I do have a playlist on my channel called Faith Planner Process, I believe, and you can catch all of the past video processes that I have as I'm working through this planner. Now I haven't seen the new ones yet to see if there's any changes. I did contact Dayspring to see if they would send me one so that I could review it for you guys. Either way, I will be ordering it if they don't send it to me. That way I can start into a new one. Now this particular one does go all the way through December. So if you have one of the older ones, you can still get another 6 months out of it, but I will go ahead and jump into the new one. They are an 18-month agenda planner. And like I said, I use the monthly spreads for my regular planning. So kids' schedule, my work assignments, things like that. And then these weekly spreads I use for my daily scripture writing. And so currently I'm using the daily scriptures from the YouVersion Bible app. And so they have a verse that comes out every day. And I just write that out in this planner. And that's just a way to spend a few minutes in the Bible. Even if I'm super busy, I can at least take 5 minutes to write out that verse. And it's just a good way to start trying to commit verses to memory. That's one way that works for me. Everybody's going to learn a little bit differently, but writing it out seems to help me. So now that I've got all those washi tapes down, I can just go through and start adhering everything down. So I am just using my Tombow Mono dot adhesive roller to adhere these. And you'll see here, these banners are 2 different sizes. Now on the printable file that you get from Illustrated Faith, they're all the same size. But like I said, I took things apart and changed some of the sizes, and I actually printed some things on clear sticker paper and ended up doing an entry in my Bible as well. So be sure to check out those videos if you have questions about how to rearrange things on these printables. I am choosing to pop some of these elements up on some foam squares. Like I said, at this point I am almost done with this planner, so I don't mind adding even more bulk to it. It's pretty chunky, but there is still rooms, but I can go ahead and add some of these thicker elements. I was careful as I was working through this to not do this too often because I am still trying to write in this planner. So writing on the right hand side is not a problem because everything underneath it is unused, but writing on the left hand side, if I have too much bulk, it's a little bit difficult. So since I do make those little cuts into the pages, I can pull the pages out and work on them that way and write on them, but I'd rather not keep taking it in and out of the planner if possible. Have all these fun coordinated pieces that come with this devotional. If you haven't done one of the Beloved Society devotionals yet, you definitely should go check them out. They're great, short, quick little devotionals, and just have some really pretty artwork that go with them. So now everything's adhered down, I can push this back into my planner, and I am going to attach the devotional content inside my planner as well. So I went ahead and cut the devotional cards, and now I'm going to hole punch these so they'll fit. So I'm lining it up behind this page to use as a guide, and then I can take my hole punch and punch through those holes, and that way everything is lined up. I have shown in the past how to use the We Are Memory Keepers planner punch board, I believe, to do this, so I will try to find that video on my channel and link it down for you guys as well. But I know it's kind of nice just to use what you already have, and so a lot of people have a hole punch, so this is a way just to quickly get it done. And so even though there's holes, you still can't push it in there, so you gotta go through and make a little cut from the edge of the page into the center of those holes, and that's what allows this to pop into the planner. Now these are a round, or it is a round hole punch, and the spiral binding is a little bit more of a square shape, so it is a little bit snug, and if I used a larger hole punch it probably would have worked better, but it's fine, it still sticks right in there. And this way I'm kind of balancing out, because in the past some of my devotionals I've attached just as a tip-in with washi tape from the edge of the page, and this kind of helps balance out the bulk by adding some things to the center as well. So you do kind of want to try to even things out as you're working through it, and that'll help the book just kind of lay a little flatter and better. So I can just push all that in there, and it's all set for this week. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out the description box for links to all the products mentioned today. You can find more close-up photos over on my blog, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.